played a stereotypical Space Wolf build now.
What does that mean?
2 Long Fang units, 2 units of Thunderwolf Cav. Basically, it was 1 though, and Razorbacks and
2 Razorbacks, 2 Rhinos, you know, Wolf Guard, 2 drop potting combi melted Wolf Guard dudes. You know, it was
and 2 Root with Jaws.
2
lightning.
Yep. Sounds familiar. Sure.
So we took first turn, and our dice abandoned us, I would say, this game.
Yeah, they were pretty bad, and it just sucked because like they didn't get cover saves on just about anything, and we took I don't know. I have 10 rockets in my list, and I didn't do anything with my rockets.
Yeah,
and like we really all we did first turn was like, or second turn, I guess it would be, was just stun a vehicle and weapon destroy a vehicle. So, and that's just kind of how the game went, and it was just rough. It was rough. They kind of slow played us, but I mean, what are you going to do? It was just bad dice. We did everything right for the most part.
I was going to say, is there anything you went and said, boy, if we had this in our list, it would have made a difference?
No.
Or?
Nah.
It was just we couldn't drop my other vehicles.
Got it.
When you can't do that, then.
And that's dependent on the dice.
I mean, you know, like even just like getting the Death Company into like assault, it would be like 2 turns in a row. It was 2 inches for movement. So we ended up still getting a draw. Well, a draw on primary, I should say. We got 8 points, and they ended up getting like 18 because they had secondary and some of the bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a rough game.
It was just a rough list, rough game. But
well, how are you feeling about going into round 4 then?
Well, we have to do well.
Got to do well. Name of the game. Got to win.
Well, we played they had identical Space Wolf lists. One thing Oliver didn't mention earlier, they had identical Space Wolf lists, all of them. And like you said, it was very traditional. At first I gave them the first turn. We had a land raid, and I tried to block off a lot of those missiles. And he was taking some odd shots with his long fangs through some windows and doors and rabbit holes and out the other side of the planet. And I try and be as amiable as possible during the game, but man, when it comes down to it and you realize you can't pass a cover save in the first 2 rounds, I'm not gonna make excuses. We could have played it better. We did the best we could, and we clawed out. We kept them. We held them at I think they got 15 from us, and we took home 5. I mean,
how did they move against you? How did they take units away from you?
Well, like I said, they got those. They centralized their long fang units, which they should have done. They had the Wolf Guard Recyclones attached. So when they were shooting them off, they were literally like taking 5 and 2, or some insane numbers, or 3 and 4, just nuts amounts of rockets. And they, and Dylan and I were pretty down on ourselves right away at the end, knowing there was not a lot we could have done. This is the archetypical Space Wolf build. They had all the tools. We just kind of had. Though we had Blood Angels, we got the Dark Angels, and they were shooting rockets at my Terminators and like pinging 3 a turn because they had just sheer amount of rockets. So, but like I said, I'm optimistic about the next couple games, or the next 2 total for our team. If we did put out some solid numbers, maybe we can make it in top 10. Who knows?
Fourth game. We played a Chaos Space Marine IG Force, and it was marked for death. I was marked for death, and we marked to death the Chaos Space Marine.
Yep. How many units were marked for death in the armies?
I had 13, and they had 9.
9 or 10.
9 or something like that. So they had a slight advantage there. We won kill points 5-3. Basically, it was tough because they had a lot of auto cannons in their list. They had, I think, 9 auto cannons plus a few las cannons from the IG list.
Grenade launchers, meltas.
But it was really close. We won, I think, by 1 or 2 kill points.
Yeah. We didn't get the secondary because you had to get to the opponent's deployment zone scoring is. We didn't quite make it there. If we had gone to turn 6, we would have gotten it hands down. We We got stalled out by this crazy ogring unit led by Commissar Yarg. Just comes out and beats the crap out of my death company, and they start wading into your death company, and it's like it's only a matter of time.
That's a crazy unit.
Oh yeah, those guys came barreling out. They caused like 20 saves on my death company in one round of assault. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, those ogres are nasty.
If I gotta say one thing, I think that victory was brought to you by Oliver here because
I heard something about this.
He always tells me to go aggressive, go aggressive. It pays off, man. It pays off big, and it's what we needed in this last round. We had a solid victory, and we got the points.
If we wouldn't have gone aggressive, we probably would have gotten about the same score that our other teammates got, like 18. You know what I mean? Maybe 18. Like really, like we needed to do it.
We needed to hammer one home, and we really.
Who are you playing?
We fought a guard army and a chaos army.
Chaos Marines.
Chaos Marines.
And it was interesting.
It was very. They got first turn, so we kept everything either reserve or doing the Deathwing assault, and we had to keep Tyler's units alive, and we had to kill the guard. And what we ended up doing is just like with all three of my termies were on the board turn one, and we deep struck real aggressive. If we were about 6 inches with each Terminator unit away from other stuff that would be hazard.
Both Terminator. And one time we scattered seven.
We scattered seven, but it went right where
it was like right into a crevasse, you know. And it just paid off. It was a threat. It was a threat scene.
We killed in one turn. We dropped the Vendetta, put the pressure on, and killed the Plague Marine unit, killed the Blitz, killed the Blast.
He did a multi-assault.
And all in one turn.
Yeah, and he was able to kill the Chaos Marines both.
Yeah.
Booyah.
We got a 28 out of 30 victory.
Which is pretty impressive because the last 2 points were like take their table quarters.
Yeah.
You have to remove every single one of their units. Yeah. Maybe it's like some kind of typo or something.
All right.
2011 over.
Oh my God.